Hey everybody, this is NS Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is Alex here to give you another deck profile. Well, actually, it's going to be our first for the channel. So I'm going to be starting off with a Yosenju deck profile. It's pretty basic, anti-meta build. It's very simple. It's budget, kind of, I guess. The extra deck's a bit much, but it's not that expensive. So we're going to start off with 3, comma 1, and I'm running 3 of every single 1, 2, 3 because they're the engine of the deck. You kind of need those. So comma 1, what he does is he is a 16 beater, 17 with Tenki, and he bounces one as long as you have another Yosenju on the field, and they all normal summon each other and bounce back, except for Tujik, which we'll get to later. So he bounces a face-up card if you control another Yosenju monster, which you most of the time do. So we have comma 2. Comma 2, basically you can attack directly. 1800 beater can attack directly if you have the life points. So he's good with paired with comma 3 because if, like, let's say they have a big monster on board, you can just attack directly, get your search with comma 3, add your secret move, or add whatever other piece you don't have. So, and comma 3, he's your searcher of the deck, as long as you do battle damage with another Yosenju monster. And those are all my 3 of the monsters, so that's 9. And then we run 2 Yosenju Tujik. He's the honest slash like kind of Kalut of the deck. So basically what he does is when he's summoned, or sorry, not when he's summoned, but he has an effect where he can boost any of your Yosenju monsters up by 1,000 attack. And when he's in hand, when your Yosenju monsters do battle, you can discard him to boost up by 1,000 attack. So he's pretty good. Um, he can get over a lot of different things, but you run him because you can summon him and he bounces back to the hand. So that's the basic Yosenju monsters. And I'm running 2L for my secret move to be live. Basically, this is the only pendulum you run in the deck. You activate it and leave it. It also has the other effect where it makes it so if your Yosenju card would be destroyed, it would you can destroy this card instead. So he's good for that too. But you basically have this on board because you usually don't have monsters and you want to have your secret moves live as much as possible, and you have this to do that. And yeah, and he can be a wall sometimes if you normal summon. He goes to defense position, but you really usually don't want to do that. And then I run 2 other cards here, which are interesting. It's kind of a tech that I thought up. Well, thought up. Santa Claus. He's a really cool card. He came out in the most recent Premium Gold set. So basically, what his effect is you contribute one of your opponent's monsters, and you summon it to their side of the field, like Lava Golem, but only for 1. And at the end phase, they draw a card. But what you do is you can combo it. So basically, you can have your Santa Claus in hand. Let's say you go like 1, 2, 3 onto the field, and then you can give them a Santa Claus, use combo's effect, bounce back to your hand. So they just lost a monster and you still have your Santa Claus, which is really good. Certain matchups you probably want to side this out, but a lot of times, like let's say they have a Winda, you can just get over Winda because you don't care about special summoning anyways. But it's a decent out to a lot of big cards out there. Run 2 Dark Hole because you a lot of times don't have monsters on the board because they're bouncing back to your hand, so you can just blow up the field. It doesn't really matter. I'm running triple MST to get rid of those TTs, those mirror forces, all those sort of cards that just fucking wreck this deck. Um, if you're going second and you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and they TT, you pretty much lose the game at that point. That's why you're running the 3 MST. You just gotta get rid of all that back row, that pesky stuff, and then there's some floodgates that can mess with you. Vanity doesn't touch you because they're all normal summons. And then we have triple pot. It's all normal summons. You don't usually go into your extra deck that much, but you do have it just in case. But the potted dualities are a necessity. Triple Tunky, it searches out everything in your decks for the Santa Claus. Uh, it's good, beefs them up by a little bit. It does make a difference sometimes, and yeah, it's good. It's kind of a necessity. Let's go to the one ofs. Divine Mist Valley is, I don't know. This card's decent. It can make your secret moves live when they're not, like when you don't have your L. So you can basically activate this, normal summon a guy, he bounces back to your hand, you summon your comma 2. You usually summon comma 2 because he's the biggest one. Just sit on him. And then we got our Defisher, because you don't care, Defisher and Macro. Uh, it's just it hurts other decks and doesn't touch you. That's why you run that, pretty much. Anything that uses the graveyard, which a lot of stuff does, like Shadalls or the Infernoids and Necros, it can hurt them too because they don't get their banishing effects because they're all banished anyways. And we have Ringing of Destruction, which since Vanities got hit, I put this in just to try it, and I really am starting to really like this card. It's simple. You take a little bit of damage, kill one of their monsters on their turn, and then you can basically push for game after that. Like let's say they have a big monster, like just flip a ring on their turn. Your turn, you summon your four monsters, three or whatever, swing, 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 make a cowboy. It's game most of the time. TT because again you don't have a lot of stuff on board. If they go for an explosive play, you flip a TT, they just cry. Bottomless, solemn, vanities. This was a 3 of because it you didn't touch you. You don't special summon in this deck. You just normal. The only special summons you have is from the extra deck and off of Divine Wind. And like Vanity's macro lock is pretty strong against certain decks. Triple Mirror Force because you don't have anything on the field most of the time, so you want to protect yourself. So I run the Triple Mirror Force. And then you have the Triple Secret Move. It's a 40 card deck. Secret Move is your Solemn J of the deck. You need to control one Yosenju card, and you just flip this up, negate anything, and destroy it. You also have to control only Yosenju monsters. That's why you can't use like a creature swap in this deck. So that's the main deck, 40 card main deck. Pretty simple stuff. Very, very simple. It's a very fun deck. So let's go to the extra deck. So for the extra deck, we run two Cowboys because you can OTK really good, like a lot in this deck. So you can just summon four monsters, swing, 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 get your searches, whatever, double Cowboy, and then just game. It's really good. Tiger King, add your tankies, and he's kind of a skill drain almost in certain situations. I don't usually go into him that much, but he's not bad. Diamond Crab King, he's your Ota killer. He's also a 3K beater and defender. I love this card. He's awesome. Lightning Chidori because you can make it, and when it's summoned, pops a face down card, and then you detach one to pop a face up card. Or sorry, no, it bounces them. It doesn't pop them. Bounces to the top and then bounces to the bottom. XYZ Rebellion Dragon, I just love this card as well. It's you half their opponent's monster, half them down. He gains it and just swing over it. Fist Dweller, stop graveyard effects. Ragnar Zero, stop cards that beef them up like Necros. They sometimes use that decisive armor to beef up their guys. You can use that and just kill them. Diamond Dire because I have room. Heartland Draco because you run the tankies and this can't die. A lot of times you can get this out and it just won't die. I made this against a Necros player and just sat for like 5 turns and they couldn't do anything until I did something. Black Ship of Corn, you can get rid of those pesky floaters very easily. Send them to the grave, do some burn damage. Arc, it's Arc. I run 2 Castel because I have them and I have the room, and I run 1 Cannon Gorgon, and that's pretty much the extra deck. I have no side deck at the moment, but it really, a lot of times, it adapts to the format, so you can't really have one set extra deck or side deck. My side deck's really outdated, it's from last format, but that's pretty much the deck. If you guys like this video, how about you, fuck this, whatever. Bye.